Unit 10-3, I'm citywide, person with a gun, 6124 South King Drive, caller says 32 Venezuelans are trespassing the building, showing guns in the courtyard, and they have motorcycles in the courtyard as well. All stairwells are filled. Nothing further, zone clear.
Hey, I'm sorry, you headed over to the ShotSpotter or to the 6124 on King for the migrants?
On King Drive.
Alright, 10-4. There's another available unit arrive at 310. We had multiple calls. Person with the gun, 6124 South King. Also came over to disturbance large gathering. Said to be 32 Venezuelans trespassing in the building property, showing guns in the courtyard. They have motorcycles in the coreway, all stairwells filled. And nothing further.
32 armed Venezuelan gang members taking over an apartment complex in Chicago. First, it was Aurora, Colorado. Now Chicago is experiencing something very similar. It's going to start happening in cities all across America with Kamala Harris and Joe Biden leading the country. They're letting in millions of unvetted people.
32 Venezuelans are trespassing the building, showing guns in the courtyard, and they have motorcycles.
Let's get it.
That these Venezuelan gangs are getting worser. I've even been hearing that there is an apartment building also in Dallas, Texas. Something similar to what has happened in Aurora, Colorado is happening with these Venezuelan gangs. I went to try to research it and look. I didn't find anything, but I think the name is called Versailles or something like that, apartments.
Yep, sis, you got it right. It's called the Versailles Apartments. No, I wasn't going to say anything because I didn't want to be labeled a racist or nothing like that, but it's getting out of control and I have to speak up. So I currently date someone who lives in these apartment buildings, and every time I go over, no matter if it's 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, people are all outside like it's the daytime. They are drinking, they are fighting, arguing, loud music to the point I don't see how anybody can sleep. How can you hear yourselves talk over that loud music? I am so confused. Why can I hear the music all the way at the end of the parking lot if you're playing it all the way at the other end? And nobody says nothing. I asked him, like, do you complain to management? He like, yeah, they don't do nothing. The Venezuelans win. I'm outnumbered. Leave, move. It's not that simple for everybody. So he just moved there less than a month ago, and he can't move because school is about to start, and he's not going to have time to find a place before then. So he's stuck living here until next semester. In the short...
See, the guy he talking about, he must not go to different... that. It's crazy. If we would have tried to come... Let's keep going.
Short while he's been living there, he's had his car broken into, his apartment attempted to be broken into, he's been threatened, his packages have been stolen. It's completely rogue. And this is not the only apartment building in Dallas that they have completely taken over. So this apartment building is actually located on a street called Haverwood Lane. All down Haverwood Lane, they've completely taken over. Now, I'm not saying every Venezuelan is a gang member, but there are too many of them that are. They were fighting in the street with knives. I kid you not. Knives, guys. They will snatch your Cadillac converter off your car before you even got a chance to put on clothes and go outside. If you think I'm lying, look up these apartments, read the reviews. Look up the ones next to it, read the reviews. Look up the one down the street from there, read the reviews. Anything on Haverwood Lane, read the reviews and tell me I'm lying. And you may be asking, why these apartments in particular? I found out. All the apartments on Haverwood Lane take tax credits, meaning they participate in low-income housing programs, including but not limited to rent assistance and Section 8. So Venezuela released a lot of inmates out of prison because they couldn't afford to feed them. And a lot of them came over to the U.S. because we have open borders. Now, if they came to the U.S. to be law-abiding citizens seeking asylum, I don't have a problem with that. But the way things are going, everybody should be concerned. It might just be your doorstep next.
Shalom. Call HALAL, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. That's giving our praise to the Most High, in the name of His only begotten Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to our teachers, the elders, and apostles of Great Millstone, who taught us His truth and sincerity. Peace and salutations to the hopeful scattered abroad. And real quick, man, just a quick update. Okay, now they're saying how these Venezuelan gangs, Trina de Araga, however you pronounce the gang, they're saying that they're in Dallas, Texas now, taking over apartment buildings. All right, and this looks like an inside job, man. This looks like something the government, is allowing them to do. They brought these people over here from a different country, and they said how Venezuela was emptying all their prisons. All right. So basically, what we're coming into is a time of instability and chaos. Okay. And then you have this this biker gang, the Hells Angels. They're talking about going up there and, you know, fighting. All right. So just know that we in the time of great death and destruction. Okay. Jacob's trouble is pretty much already amongst us. We are in the beginning of sorrows, and it's about to get very bad. And I said in my previous video discussing this, how it's going to be all over. It's not just going to remain in Colorado. Now you're hearing about us in Dallas, and pretty soon it's going to be all over America. It's going to be at your door next. It's going to be, you know, in your apartment complexes. And they said how it was low income apartment complexes, which that's what Jake at. All right. They're also trying to fuel, you know, a division between the tribes, which is completely wicked. All right. But we in that time, man. We in that time. Let's see what this guy got to say.
This thing. And the main reason why you take a butt whooping to get jumped in is to show the set that you haven't.
Members are shocked at the type of crimes that the Venezuelan gang members are committing in Chicago. Check this out.
You've actually said that immigrants are responsible for a lot of the crime that's happening in Chicago right now.
Yeah, they are.
How so?
They walking around with machetes. It's like they trying to take I don't know what they doing, man, but they robbing people, they shooting people on the red lines, they kidnapping people. Like, they finding women in trash cans and garbage bins and shit. Like,
damn, they finding women in trash cans.
Women in trash.
You women be walking around here with no clothes on, all proud and arrogant, because you've been in America too long. Well, you got people over here now that's not from America, and they don't play that shit. All right, they see what they like, they gonna take it. Okay, this is what happens in their country, and now they're bringing it over here into this country. So a lot of you women are going to scripture says, "Tremble, you women that are at ease," and these women are very much at ease here. Okay.
And garbage bins and shit. Like, some things like you aware of that wasn't happening before they got here. Like, and due to the president, you know, the senior citizen, he a vegetable. I don't even know why he the president, but due to him trying to get a vote, trying to get in and beat Trump, he wouldn't.
Right. So let me bring that back. It says Isaiah chapter 32, verse 9. It says, "Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. For the vengeance shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Tremble, you women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins." Because you got a lot of women out here that's single. They don't have a man, which means you have no hedge of protection. Okay, a lot of women, you know, think they don't need a man. By the time you're coming into, you're going to find out the importance of having a man. And there's going to be so few men out here left. All right, as, you know, the draft comes, as, you know, these violent gang wars take off. Okay. And like I said, you had the Hells Angels out there talking about they finna go up there and show out. So what that means is this going to be, you know, blood in the streets. Okay.
Whatever to beat them. Now they getting these guys IDs, man. When illegals was able to get an ID. Like, y'all getting them state IDs. Who paying for this? Who paying for $9,000 for them to get a month? We ain't even getting $9,000 a month. The people who've been over here.
Right.
Like, it's crazy, man. I can't wait till Trump get in. I can't wait.
Gangbangers for Trump was not something I was expecting to hear in 2024.
That's that trip me out. Making up shit several times.
I'm trying to walk it back and do the
with facts
operations with a task force, local law enforcement, state law enforcement partners, and federal law enforcement partners to root them out. And arrests have been made, but these operations are still ongoing.
With the arrests that have been made, are these confirmed gang-affiliated members?
You know, this is an organized criminal effort.
Yeah, so basically they're trying to take your rent. I mean, they're you know, charging people in apartment complexes for rent now. All right, they're pretty much taking over, man. And like I said, this is like an inside job. This is like something that the government set up, you know, to bring in order out of chaos, man. Let's see what else they got to say.
Now, most of these people are very good people. But there's a criminal element that, from what I understand, what law enforcement is briefing me, that often follows them, intends to exploit them within their own migrant community. And so we believe that is happening. Now we're the 51st largest city in America. We're with over 400,000 in population. This is only several apartment complexes.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, I'm not going to surrender any part of this city to a criminal element.
With all due respect, it's no longer, I mean, just in the hands of the feds when you've got, we've heard reports that this gang has green-lighted its members to attack your local police. What are you doing about that, Mayor?
So there you go. Then they're talking to the mayor. All right. They're talking about they're going to attack the police. So we in that time. Okay. Let me go grab a few scriptures. Let's go right here. That says Luke chapter 11 verse. Where we at? Verse. Bear with me 1 second. I thought I had it, but this thing always moves. Luke chapter 11 verse. Here we go. It says verse 17. It says in the NLT, he knew their thoughts, so he said, any kingdom divided by civil war is doomed. A family splintered by feuding will fall apart. And I keep bringing that up because that's the time we're coming into, man. Civil war, class wars, race wars, you name it. It's going to be war. Okay, we're hearing about all these rumors of war. Okay, that's not for nothing. All right, the Lord is doing this, man. All right, he's stirring this place up. He is stirring this place up, man. All right, through the spirit of YAHAWASHI, we're going to see a lot of chaos, a lot of bloodshed, a lot of, it's going to be going down in these last days. And this is why the Lord told you to repent and come back to him in truth and sincerity. This is why he had his prophets on the streets. Okay. Because, if you play games, let me see, then, hey, it's going to come back to bite. Here we go. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 6. It says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So we're hearing about race wars, class wars. Okay. The Lord said, don't be troubled, though. So, hey, as these things are coming out more and more, it just shows you what time we're in. Let me go right here. It says, it's 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse, verse 14. It says, woe to the world, which means destruction, and them that dwell therein. You people that are of this world, destruction is coming upon you. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. So you see in these videos of the Hell's Angels and, going to go meet up with the Venezuelans. It's going to be blood in the streets. And Laurel, if I don't forget, you probably already seen it in the post-production. You got people from different gangs showing up to Colorado just to try to combat it, man. It was a damn, they got all type of people out there. Edomites, they got, Jake gangs, they got dyke gangs, they got all kind of stuff going on out there, man. I want to say this too. You have the Hell's Angels who are, ex-military. A lot of those guys are ex-military, but then you have this Venezuelan gang who are funded by the cartels. All right, they're funded by the cartels as is being reported. So this, this war or this, confrontation runs deep. It ain't just just a few gangs in an apartment. No, it's deeper than that, man. Not to mention they're funded by the government. They're funded by the American government. Okay, somebody getting $15,000 in food stamps and $5,000 in cash, and okay, it's not looking good. All right, but that's the point. That's what time we're in. It's not supposed to look good. It's supposed to be uncomfortable. YAHAWASHI is about to do something great in this earth, and he's about to turn this place upside down. It says, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They're kicking in doors with guns. Gonna make you do whatever they say. Like they said, they're gonna kick in your door and make you do whatever they say. And if you got a fine daughter or whatever, they're gonna have their way. It says, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Right? Because people they're gonna be doing whatever the hell they please. All right. Like I said, it's gonna be blood in the streets. It's gonna be lawlessness, anarchy. It says, I believe that's a show too. Hells of Angels, Anarchy. It says, verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. The guy was saying he got a girl that he deal with, and he can't even go to her apartment complex no more because, I showed you in the previous video, they were shooting, they were stealing cars. Okay. It says, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. And we come into great tribulation, man. And, every day You know, as these prophecies come to pass, we're seeing these scriptures in 2nd Ezra 15 and 16 become more and more clear. Okay, it's getting more and more evident what this is talking about. Let me grab this right here. Let's grab this right here because Jeremiah chapter 18, verse 21. Therefore deliver up their children to the famine and pour out their blood by the force of the sword. And let their wives be bereaved of their children and be widows. And let their men be put to death. Let their young men be slain by the sword in battle. Let a cry be heard from their houses when thou shalt bring a troop suddenly upon them. And there's troops all around us, man. You know, these, immigrants, are sleeper cells and agents and, UN troops. They're all around us right now. They're living in, hotels all around your neighborhood. And when they get that call, they're going to move on you, okay, which is going to bring chaos, and they're going to have something called order out of chaos, bringing martial law. That you're going to have military troops on your neck, too. It's just going to be bad. It says, for they digged a pit to take me and hid snares for my feet. And that's what they're doing. They're laying snares. They're laying traps, man. Okay, let me grab this right here because we want to make this as plain as possible. So you can't say that you ain't know. Okay, you can't say the man the Lord ain't tell you, man. It says Isaiah 13, verse 14, because this is judgment upon you wicked niggas and you Edomites here, man. You other nations that's here. The elect are going to be protected. Everybody else, not so much. It says Isaiah chapter 13, verse 14, and it shall be as a chased roe and as a sheep that no man taketh up. It says, they shall everyone turn to his own people and flee everyone into his own land, right? Everybody coming for opportunity. Well, opportunity is looking very bleak right now. It's looking very slim. Ain't going to be no much opportunity left. So what's going to happen? These people that's here are going to start fleeing back to their own countries. All right? Your East Indians, your Arabs, the Chinese, Japanese, all these other nations, they're going to start fleeing back to their own countries and leaving you niggas here to suffer. It says, everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. You're going to get shot up. Their children shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes, and their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. So this is what's coming. They're going to kick in your door. Hey, you ain't pay us rent? Okay. You're going to have to give me something. And they're going to be taking whatever they want and please, man. And if you don't have your BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI on your side, let me grab that real quick. I'll close up with that. We're going into this a lot lately, man, because when this time comes, you got to call upon your BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. And if you took that name for granted, then you're going to be in trouble. Proverbs 18, verse 10, the name of Yahweh is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. So the elect are going to be safe because they're going to know that name. They're going to call upon that name. They're going to praise and worship that name. Everybody else, not so much. Okay, not so much. It's going to be bad. With that being said, I'm going to say Shalom, Kwame Sharala, about ball. On to the next. Shalom.
To all Venezuelans in Chicago, this is the warning. If you ain't on no bullshit, stay neutral. Somebody please translate. Stay neutral. If you know somebody that's in your building on bullshit, don't let them run in that building, and don't let nobody see them run in that building. Because once word get out that that's the building that they in, they gonna chop that bitch down. Whatever building, the abandoned building y'all occupying and all that shit, yeah, you better get your food and just stay in the house. Because they come out doing some bullshit. Y'all gonna regret that. You're gonna really regret that. So, I don't speak Spanish. So somebody need to translate. I hope they got TikTok that translate, I guess. They can kind of make me seem like I'm speaking Spanish. But anyway, take this like a grain of salt if you like. But this ain't Colorado. This ain't Utah. This ain't none of them places. This is just like where you from. The only difference is y'all use a lot of handgun, old revolvers, and machetes and shit. We got switches. We got switches. If you're not familiar with what a switch is, we will show you. We don't really be with all the telling and shit. But we will definitely show you what a switch is. So, again, somebody translate. Yeah. Make this known. This ain't like Colorado. I'm just saying.